Alright, what's going on, Bessie gang? Tuning in a little late here, but we are, as in we, me and my pops are in the process of installing the Pitbull motorcycle restraint stands into my brand new trailer, which you guys will get a tour video coming out soon, so I won't show too much now. But as you can see, we got the 2021 Yamaha R3 in the trailer right now as a mock-up bike. Obviously the Gixxer is going to be sitting in here with this bike, and then we'll have space for the pit bike over here. But the way that we're thinking is we just figured out how to get that on the rear tire. So now that we figured that out, we got to get it on the tire and figure out where this bracket is going to get mounted to the floor, because this is that bracket along with the latches is what holds the bike in place with this restraint system. We're going to be doing the swing arm bracket's going to go in front of the rear tire because we didn't have a lot of space back there for that. So it's going to sit in front and clasp up underneath the bike. But that's where we're at now. We're taking measurements, as you can see, with the tape on the floor. Next, we're going to get that bracket put back onto the rear tire facing forward. Get it secured down to the bracket on the floor so that we can figure out exactly where we need to drill the holes into the floor. Once we get that all mocked up and we get the bike out, I'll tune back in with you guys. Alright, progress update. We got the R3 in the kitchen, the trailer. We've got everything marked and mocked up. Now we just need to make sure that we are straight with this bracket so the bike doesn't get locked into the trailer at an angle. After we do that, we are ready to start drilling and mounting the bolts in there. But it is dark outside, so we will continue that tomorrow. Alright, Bessie gang, we are back. Day 2 of installing the Pitbull stands. As you can see, it's light out now, so we can drill the holes and then do the bolting from underneath the trailer. And that's what we're planning out now. We're going to get drilling these holes here in just a moment, so we'll catch back up with you when we're drilling. Alright, so we went ahead and got one of the holes drilled, and now since this is an enclosed bottom trailer, we're using his golf club end to kind of figure out where we need to cut open on the bottom to access the drill holes. Alright, so we're under the trailer now, and as you can see, poking through the trailer liner on the bottom is the golf club end, so we know exactly where we're going to have to make a cut inside this liner so we can access the bolts from the bottom. And here we go. Here is the finished product. Just a wider plate for the bottom to give it more surface area to secure to. And of course we had to use the fancy diamond plate.
Just laying around.
Alright, so just to show you guys real quick what this plate's going to be used for. So on the bottom side, where's the bracket at? So the bracket will sit here like this. We've got our holes drilled out going through the bottom of the trailer. And then you got your bolt here. You got a button washer. Button washer is going to go here. The bolt going through nice and tight like that. And then from the bottom, our order is going to be the diamond plate that we cut for more surface area, a washer over the holes, and then the nylon lock nut that you have to tighten down to 8 to 10 foot-pounds. Alright, so didn't record this part, but we made our cut where our holes were from the top, and we got the diamond plate in there. As you can see, we got the washer and nylon lock nut there, washer and nylon lock nut there. So again, the reason that we cut that diamond plate was to just give it more surface area on the bottom of the trailer for those bolts to secure to. It's going to be holding a 400 or 500 pound motorcycle, and when this thing stops and goes, it's going to jerk back and forth with a little bit of force. So this is just a little bit of reinforcement. Alright, so from the top side, this is what it looks like. You got your bracket here. Pull the pin, slides over like such. But we're gonna keep these brackets there for when we tighten it down. Those aren't tightened yet, they're just hand tight. To tighten it down, we're gonna use, what is that? 5.5 Allen and a 9/16 socket. I'm gonna go ahead and drill out the other 2 holes, and then we'll get this bracket secured down.
My dad's toy.
Alright gang, we are mounted and secured. R3, not going anywhere. All of our marks were pretty spot on. As you can see, we marked the tire and we marked the floor. Both the front and the rear are right where they need to be. So our first Pitbull motorcycle trailer restraint install is complete. We got one more side to do. Replicate this on the other side of the trailer, but this is solid. She's in there.
Okay.
Alright, so some things to keep in mind. Every trailer is a little different, but with my trailer here I have benches on both sides that fold down, and as you can see, when it folds down, barely any of the bracket is sticking out. You can actually kind of hide it there. But you do want to keep that in mind. Placement is, you want the placement to be perfect for when the bike's in there and when the bike is not in there. You don't want it to be in the way. So make sure that you really think about your placement for your trailer. Alright gang, so ran to my house real quick, grabbed Bessie, and measurements that we took work both for the R3 and the GSXR600. You come up front here, got about 2.5–3 inches of space in front of the countertop, and this thing's not moving anywhere. Come back here to our blue line that we marked for the gate, and we are perfect. So as I said before, measurements and thinking of the placement of the plate for how it's going to work for the bike when it's in here and outside of the trailer is key. So make sure you really think about where you're placing that bracket at. So it was just rinse and repeat for this side, didn't record any of it. Again, make sure that you double check your measurements of where you're placing your plates and make sure that the plate is functional for when the bike's in and it's functional for when it's out, meaning that it's not in the way when the bike's not in here. Take your measurements. We got the diamond plates on the bottom of the trailer to spread out the load, and this bike isn't going anywhere. Got plenty of space in the front, not going to hit anything. And then back here, got the little gate for the patio trailer. Other than that, that's it for the Pitbull motorcycle trailer restraint install.